Está a gravar? Tá. Já está a gravar? Espera aí, outra não. Outra estava a carregar.
Estava? What is this? É o wow. Ok. Don't touch it. Alright. Put. Acho que não era para acender as luzes, mas... Oh well.
Eu não sei se isto é suposto.
O que é isto?
Isto é impressionante.
Então, se as pessoas estiverem com calor.
Olha, assim?
Espera aí, já dei uma volta a isto.
Isto é igual, não é?
Não. Inês, pode ser criança. Mexendo as luzes. Mostra-nos no chão. Espera aí, já dei uma volta a isto, não é? Vai aí, deixa-me dar outra volta, que é para meter no sítio. Eu tenho dinheiro para isto no sítio.
Eu acho que sim, está um pouco legal.
E a pessoa já morreu?
Pois estás.
Não morreu?
Não é?
Eu gosto que é shows. Ainda deves ter fundir a luz. O que o teu pai faz? Que eu já me esqueci.
É, não é?
Ah, e tu também deves ser com... Eles conheceram-se à volta do hospital, não?
Acho que se conheceram no universidade.
Já, faz sentido.
Quer dizer, quando estavam na universidade. Tipo, eles são os dois abertos. A minha mãe estudou no Porto e o meu pai não faço ideia daqueles lugares. Eles tentaram. Depois, quando vieram para cá férias, conheceram-se porque a minha tia se dava com o irmão do meu pai, que é meu tio do pai. A minha tia da parte da minha mãe era amiga do meu tio da parte do meu pai.
Ou seja, a irmã da tua mãe era amiga do irmão do teu pai.
Exatamente.
Não era mais fácil dizer-se isso.
Sim, se calhar.
E pois é, quem é que vai ter ficha de matemática ainda não
Vai.
sei?
Não.
Quem é que vai ter ficha de matemática esta semana ainda sabe qual é o que sai?
Tu, quem é que vai ter teste de matemática esta semana para fazer doutorado? Quem sabe que eu?
Quem é que teve duas faltas de disciplinar porque não mudou de lugar?
Tu.
Quem é que vai conseguir ter porque não mudou de lugar?
Tu.
Acho eu.
Quem é que falta um bocadinho mais cuidado de criação?
Mas tens justificação.
Não sei se eu mandei mensagem à senhora e dizer pastor, eu não vou ao teste, quando é que eu posso fazer a trabalhar? Ah, podes fazer isso, eu ok, obrigada.
Não sei, só que não comparo as meninas. Vais fazer coisa ainda?
Já conheço.
E eu?
Hi. So you're speaking here, so I'm speaking from, and then you can start. I think I will just go here. Give me your phone to take you. You like the iPhone? Yeah, the iPhone is better because I know how to use it. Hi guys.
That's always the best thing.
Yeah.
Things you know to use.
Try again.
Oh,
Bill say.
keep section.
Assim não, foi.
What's that thing over there? Have you seen the
Eu
video
posso
where?
acabar de mexer nisto?
Have you seen the video where they give a kid, well, teenagers, a little phone?
Chama-se Vídeos.
Oh yeah. They're looking at it and they can't figure out how to do it.
How long it took them.
Yeah. It's amazing.
But you know, back in the day, I used to use fax machines. No one even knows what a fax machine is.
Yeah.
I know, but I never knew.
What about telex? That's even.
Oh, that's what I meant. Telex.
Yeah. Oh my god.
At my first trip to
That's not easy.
overseas,
Yeah.
I was in Hobart and I was just got my degree and I just finished some teaching and I was running a restaurant. I couldn't handle the teaching. So I was getting ready to managing the restaurant and I got a telex. Be here in 3 weeks. Job for you on private yacht. Boom! I was off. And that was in Malta. Right. Now, darling, yeah? Do you need the...
I know the code.
No, you you got the code, but do you need a stand for it?
I have the stand.
Okay, right, I'm just going to
I have something to stand for.
This is what we like.
Yeah. And then I will start for a while. I think there's 4 people, but I think they are.
Yes, it's there.
It looks to me that they are really doing their best. They should try.
I think she's got great energy, that's why we're all making it.
Yeah. That's nice, yeah. It's the universe, bro. We share a house. She's amazing.
The universe slowly is going to be like that. It's going to be there.
Yeah. Follow what you feel. Like-minded energy. So where are you guys based again? You told me the
Here is
Lisbon, yeah. But you had your mother here, Forest Road.
No, my
The grandmother.
So I used to go to Forest Road during my school holidays and go and ride bikes on the golf course in the forest.
Nice. Yeah, it has to be the way I know come back to Barcelona because the river. Returning to my roots, but the UK is
like,
oh really?
the Toastmasters, I believe it.
Which one is it?
Toastmasters.
Oh, Toastmasters, the little big one.
Well, last year, our district was still 11 countries. Now it's just Portugal and Spain.
Wow.
It's Andorra.
Andorra.
It's not both in Andorra. It's just to make it less
Yeah.
pathetic.
Interesting.
Yeah, we had 270 clubs.
Wow.
And now we're just Spain and Portugal, we're down to 90.
Wow.
So,
Yeah, well, the unity between the nice things. Come on, it's fun enough.
so last year we had the conference in Athens. We had over 800 people there.
Wow.
It was 800 something. But for Barcelona, we're only expecting around 200 people.
Only. Wow.
Only?
Yeah. That's big.
The energy speaking in front of sort of 400 or 500 people is.
I never thought it. Yeah, I'm sure I would. But it's beautiful. I guess you need. I don't know why the camera doesn't work. Your beautiful voice to guide
Really, I'm the one who always brings things. I'm good at teaching others, very bad at doing it myself.
Yeah, but I think sometimes.
Do what I say, don't do what I think.
So how did you end up in Forest Road?
That was interesting.
I was in London, but I couldn't cope with the energies. It's never affected by the more like eco environment where I had more contact with nature. I was missing that in London. I love London, but I can love all the energies so much. And then I was looking for a like-minded community, and someone told me, "Oh, you should visit Forest Road." There's a lot of diner schools, biodynamic farms.
Yeah.
And to be honest, because I still have this consulting job in London, I haven't enjoyed so much Forest Road yet. But I met my landlord, which is an amazing woman, and I'm meeting very much the right people that I need to be connecting, and also for me it's important to be on the weekends in that space.
My grandmother, she was only a clean lady.
Oh, wow. Are you going to sit there? And just sit?
Is that all right?
We are assisting each other. We are all working back. Yeah. Let me take your picture. Or no, maybe not your phone. Yeah, with your phone. Now I have the video.
We're talking about sustainability and I've got 3 new phones.
Yeah, I don't want to say it. And I just take that just for a record. How many phones do you have now, Maggie?
3. But they all have their different uses. One is I had to go and buy this new app that we developed. It doesn't work on a Samsung. Because the iPhones are more secure. So I found the app for this blockchain stuff and whatever, it's just right. That's be very careful. So
Don't be with statistics.
I mean, there's not statistics showing, it's not statistics, trust me. We're
What's
working
the
with the bank.
that not the ad?
We're working with you Google BAANX. And everything has to be done on the iPhone or whatever that's.
Yeah, the
What's it called? What's it called?
iOS.
iTunes. No, not iTunes.
iOS.
That.
Well, now is that in terms of virus and all that stuff, they put it down on internet the same way as they went into the PCs because there were so many more PCs that the hackers didn't bother with the Macs. So the whole hit that the Mac hackers safer.
It will be eventually
Very done with success
okay on the
now.
Android.
And you're very done with success now.
Not taking, no, we're taking every whole option.
Yeah.
We're also funding a whole system from Australia, which is going to stop any kind of hacking into Africa. Too much. But that's why I bought this old iPhone just to use for this app. But thank goodness I had it because she's got an iPhone, so she's been sending me this and sending me that. Which obviously we don't want to do. Now I'm going to get the dead.
I have an iPhone.
The photographs that I take on my Samsung 9, my old ones are 6. It's chocolates. It's so full now. It's got something like 3,000 photos on it.
Yeah.
Most of them from India.
And we had I found that SBS, there was one that's supposed to be that was supposed to be better for photography.
Nothing takes pictures like you saw some of those pictures.
Nothing takes pictures like my life.
Not the iPhone, but the Samsung.
Well, I hope you know the videos come, otherwise you can just have a 15 minutes or 20 minutes long.
So is it that the way they're supposed to start?
I might even look at some notes if you don't mind.
Or we're gonna maybe on the
Maybe it's maybe on the show.
That's right.
She's in here. So, what is she saying?
That's what you're using like.
I was always
Yeah, but I
your
show you.
show me. Where do I go? Oh! Oh! Yes, I was looking for a different icon. I got so used to iPhone.
That's all right.
Thank you. You know, I had a lot of healing today.
From this lovely lady behind.
No, it was Jessica.
Ah, Jessica.
Jessica. Jessica, the lady who was sitting here.
Yes. So many healers.
Yeah.
Too many healers, not enough time. Okay. Engineering Balance Council. What time are you supposed to start?
2:30.
And the time now is? 3. You just go.
Very well, you
Yeah.
You're assisting.
Yeah.
I'm not the official.
We just need to
Yeah.
put the USB here and push.
So mine was 440 and you guys are late.
So where are you here?
Yeah, you should be able to put PowerPoint or
Why don't you set that up while
well, the time is that we put on the chairs to be able to someone should
Ele lá cadê meu?
show here.
Well, how about you do your students and then we can turn that off and then we won't have that light in the background.
Mas não se viu?
It'll work right back on.
Eu tinha chocolate. Eu tenho chocolate. Mas vou fechar a porta. Com barulho lá.
What's the bottom?
So, now,
So the first one is not here. Is not here. The first person. Okay. The second is you. Okay. Can we start with you? Thank you.
so, hello everyone. I'm presenting you the view that we in Obrigada as a municipality that is in the northern part of the country, I'll show you in a minute, have for environmental sustainability regarding our municipality and our rural and urban area. So, well, you all know what a municipality is, what we do. We're about 96 square kilometers, 30 kilometers away from Oporto, so we're pretty much near a very big town, very highly populated area, although we have only about 40,000 inhabitants. That's not too much, I'd say. That's where we are, so quite to the north. And we have some people that actually love to live there. Not all of them, most of them. So the problem is, with a highly populated area, with a lot of problems coming from that, or pressure, we had to start a strategy that has to do with changing the way people look at what they have and how to engage with changes that are needed for the moment and for the next thousands of years, because otherwise we keep on. So we set 5 axes that we decided that were very important so we could, as a community, survive and thrive for the next 20 years. So this 5 axes you have in here: environmental education, scientific dissemination, research and biodiversity conservation, very important. Social involvement. Everything we've done so far for the last 6 years has to do with social engagement, and people are the key to everything, as you all know. And if you have power to engage them, you will probably change it faster and quicker. Suppose. Infrastructural actions, of course, and in terms of sustainability, as a municipality, we have to lead, okay, but we have to have you know, good purpose, and we have to show something that people could follow and see us as an example, as a municipality, as a public organism. Partnerships are very important as well, as you will see. So, first of all, environmental education, basics. We're quite a rural area, but most of the time people think, okay, so you're rural, you don't need anything because you're engaged with environmental and nature and so on, but that's not true, because for the last 30 years people lost touch with nature very quickly. So kids don't know anything about nature. They think you know, cows produce chocolate milk and that chickens are, you know, bred like they see them in the pen. So we have to teach them everything from scratch. So this is very important to engage them as kids, students, and so on for the coming years. So we have a lot of actions going on in that. Families are very important as well, because kids go home and they bring, you know, the message home, but you have to get the parents and the elder as well. So we get them in different projects like this one, Vídeos. That is a project. It's monthly activities for free. Kids and families go to nature, get in touch with wildlife, with, you know, everything that is to see, and they bring it home and they spread the message. But even so, it's not enough, because you need things that, you know, stay for a long time. So we decided as a municipality to create something else. We created this, you know, program, literacy program for kids and for elder, with a lot of books regarding our environmental problems in our territory, and we offer them to the kids, to the local community. We have even a scientific journal that is in Spanish. The second number has just gone out. Why we do this? Because we have more and more people getting in touch with what we do as a municipality, with what we intend that is important to preserve, to protect. And each year, more than 30,000 people get involved in all of the programs we have going on. So it means, when you say, we don't care, no one cares who wants to do anything or to change the way they live or the way they act. Well, it's not true. It is if you don't do anything, but if you try to change what is going on at your street, at your backyard, at your home, you can change something else in the other street, another home, another backyard, and maybe in a big community like ours. So we have a lot of programs going on, researching innovation in matters of biodiversity, because we need to know what we have so we can sustain our projects and preserve what we have. Because biodiversity is a very important asset that we need to have as a small peri-urban area. We need to preserve what we have so we can still have people that get connected with what we do as a memory, as identity, but also as tourism and as sustainable and economical profit that you can have from all of this. So we have a lot of research going on. We are monitoring and preserving our wildlife. We are creating a network of protected areas for geological purposes, for natural purposes, for you name it. This is one of them. This is our municipality. This is how it looks like. 12% is now being protected, so that's more than most of them in other places of Portugal are doing. So this is a local level, of course. It's at the local level. It's very important to show and to try to get the message, because everyone can do the same in other municipalities. If all of them would do, we have 308 municipalities in Portugal. If everyone would protect 12% of the territory, can you imagine what we would would have in a couple of years from now. So, besides that, we need to get our kids and students and youngsters in action. So we create programs to fund research for small kids in school or high school or university, keeping them in touch with nature and wildlife and conservation, environmental problems at a local level. Besides that, we decided we had to do some more, some different actions, and we needed to know where the important areas are, the hotspots of our biodiversity. So we started this program, it's called in Portuguese Gigantes Verdes. It's between the green giants, all the trees, monumental trees we have, they were all invented, so we now know we have about 7,000 trees, very highly valued trees. They are really, really important, not only for ecological purposes, but also as for money, because most of them are very worthy in matter of logging when you need them. So we're trying to keep them, preventing them from being cut down. So it's quite a demand now. As you can see, they're all scattered all over the territory. Other projects, for instance, this is one of the projects we are putting together because of we have for the last 10 years had a lot of problems because of probably climate change. We had a lot of floods in certain areas, so we're creating it. I think there's something. I think it has to do with something over here. Okay. So, sorry for that. We had a lot of problems. Yeah. We had a lot of problems with floods, and so we decided to create a project that has to do with ponds. And, you create ponds and in several areas with volunteers. Everything is done with volunteers. And not only this, but also, most of the projects are. So we keep them as to try to absorb most of the water that goes overflowed in some areas. Besides that, we're started to plant trees. It's nothing special. 3 years ago, with volunteers, and we planted so far 40,000 trees with volunteers. There's like 4,500 people working, about 12,000 volunteering hours, just from small kids to older people, companies, priests, religious communities, scouts, whoever wants to join us is coming to Obrigada to plant trees. So 40,000 trees, they've all been planted, all GPS marked, so we know how they grow, where they grow, and how to protect them. Because this is one of the ways we can prevent a lot of problems. All of them are native trees, of course, so it's kind of demanding, but it's necessary to keep balance between what's being cut and what's being planted. But the thing is, the awareness that we are trying to raise in our community is not enough, and you need something else or something more maybe. So we created specific programs with European financing, so we could develop, the awareness not only for active citizenships, for instance with NG Europe, but also with Imprint Plus, that it's a program for reducing the ecological footprint for everyone. So still we're doing voluntary camps with people that come from all over the world to work with us in Obrigada in different areas, mainly forest areas. We created, regarding infrastructural actions, we created places so that we could, sort of laboratories where people get engaged and in connection, in contact with books or with scientific purposes, like Satudrday, that is in the center of our small village. We created an environmental interpretation center like this one that is being held by young people that proposed it for the municipality and decided to fund it, so it's being built now. We started a new project as well to act at a bigger level, because we have a lot of problems on the shores of riverbanks, so we need to keep them balanced and ecologically pure, so to say. So we have about, almost 2 kilometers or 3 kilometers of river banks we need to restore. We're trying to put it together now because it's one of the protected areas. So it's a very big project now that's going on. At the same time, we reduced about each year 1,000 tons of CO2 emissions just by changing our public lighting into LED systems. So it's a commitment that we as politicians are doing, because I'm the councillor for environmental issues. Yeah, just another minute, okay? Since the other lady is not here, I think we can keep it for 1 more minute. Sorry for that. But it's being done as well as by waste management. As you can see, people are invited to bring their waste to us, and we pay them back. So actually, it puts the gain on the work that everyone does at home, instead of putting the gain and the money on what you have to do. So people do it, you get paid for that, just by bringing the waste that we can recycle. Everyone wins something by doing so, and it really, really works, and it's been a very good example. Of course, we're doing other things, and one of the things that I'm very proud of is the partnerships that we are leading with other countries, mainly in former Portuguese-speaking countries, like São Tomé and Príncipe, where the regional government has get in touch with us to help them to put together a strategy for environmental education, environmental partnership and sustainability. So, just wanted you to know that as a small municipality with 48,000 people, we're doing our best to change the way we live in our small community. So if we can do it, if we are able to do it with very few amounts of money and a lot of effort from volunteers and from everyone that lives there, I think everyone can. So actually, we can do it if we set our minds to, and that's what I wanted to tell you. Thank you.